You drop $90,000 on your dream sports car. First track day, 3 laps in, the transmission rips itself apart, $20,000 repair bill. Dealership looks you dead in the eyes and says, "Not our problem." One of these cars gets its entire engine destroyed by a single rock hitting an exposed oil cooler. Warranty denied every time. And the number one on this list replaced its legendary V8 with a 4-cylinder engine borrowed from a family hatchback, then charged $100,000 for it. They sell you the dream. These are the 10 worst sports cars you'll regret buying in 2026. Starting with number 10. Number 10, the 2009 to 2020 Nissan 370Z, the clutch killer. The 370Z is the purest fantasy on a budget. It promises a front engine, a rear-wheel drive layout with a naturally aspirated V6 and a traditional 6-speed manual transmission. It is supposed to be the ultimate, reliable Japanese analog sports car. You will be sitting in rush hour traffic or lining up for a canyon run. You push the clutch pedal to the floor, and it simply never comes back up. You are instantly stranded, unable to put the car in gear. The catastrophic flaw lies in the concentric slave cylinder, CSC. Instead of mounting the clutch slave cylinder on the outside of the transmission where it can be easily serviced, Nissan put it inside the scorching hot transmission bell housing. Worse, they manufactured the CSC out of cheap plastic. The extreme heat cycling from the V6 engine literally melts and ruptures the plastic seals. When it bursts, it dumps highly corrosive hydraulic brake fluid directly onto your clutch disc, instantly ruining the clutch. It is a $2,500 repair requiring a complete transmission drop, all caused by a cheap $30 plastic part that typically fails every 40,000 miles. The most affordable sports car on this list will still leave you stranded at the absolute worst possible moment. The 370Z ruins your weekend, but the 700 horsepower American muscle car at number 9 literally shatters its own spine. Number 9, the 2015 to 2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, the differential detonator. 707 horsepower of supercharged American muscle. The Hellcat promises drag strip domination straight off the showroom floor. You are buying the ability to vaporize a set of rear tires on command and humiliate European exotics in a straight line. You take your Hellcat to the drag strip, you bolt on a set of sticky drag radial tires, you launch the car hard, and the entire rear end of the car explodes with a sound like a shotgun going off. The Hellcat generates 650 pound-feet of torque, but Dodge bolted that massive power plant to an independent rear suspension, IRS, held together by soft rubber subframe bushings. When you launch with sticky tires, those soft bushings deflect. This creates violent wheel hop. The rear tires bounce off the pavement hundreds of times a second, sending brutal, vibrating shock waves directly up the drive shaft and into the cast iron rear differential housing. The housing cannot handle the harmonic stress and literally cracks in half. You are looking at a $4,500 replacement for the rear differential and drive shaft. Orion Dodge dealers will routinely deny your warranty claim by citing racing abuse. They aggressively marketed a drag car that shatters if you actually attempt to drag race it. The Hellcat snaps its own drivetrain, but the mid-engine masterpiece at number 8 suffers from a catastrophic German vacuum virus. Number 8, the 2017 to 2023 Porsche 718 Cayman/Boxster 2.0T/2.5T, the vacuum virus. The 718 Cayman offers the absolute perfect mid-engine balance. It promises the exact steering feel and chassis dynamics of a Porsche 911, but for half the price. It is the gold standard for sports car handling. You will start getting random check engine lights for cooling system faults and turbocharger underboost codes. You take it to the dealer thinking it's a quick sensor swap, and only to find out your engine's entire nervous system is contaminated. When Porsche switched to the turbocharged 4-cylinder flat engine, they introduced a catastrophic flaw in the water pump. When the water pump fails, it doesn't just leak onto the ground. The internal seals fail in a way that allows the engine's vacuum system to actively suck raw engine coolant directly into the vacuum lines. This highly corrosive coolant travels through the lines, systematically destroying the expensive electric switchover valves, the heater control valves, and the turbocharger wastegate actuators, tracing and replacing the entire contaminated vacuum harness and all the destroyed valves is a minimum $4,000 to $6,000 surgical nightmare. German precision means that when one simple part fails, it actively takes the entire engine down with it. The 718 poisons itself. But the gorgeous Italian exotic at number 7 will break your heart before you even hit the highway. Number 7, the 2017 to 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, the Heartbreak Hotel. This is the car that was supposed to kill the BMW M3. It promises a Ferrari-derived 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6, an exhaust note dripping with Italian passion, and a perfectly balanced chassis. It is the most emotional, romantic sports sedan on earth. There is an old mechanics joke. Alfa Romeo builds the greatest cars in the world for the 20 minutes a month they actually run. Buying one of these out of warranty guarantees that you will be intimately familiar with the cab interior of your local flatbed tow truck. The body control module, BCM, and the fuel pump control modules constantly overheat and short out, which throwing the car into limp mode. But the true mechanical terror is the serpentine belt. If the timing cover develops a microscopic oil leak, the oil drips onto the serpentine belt. The belt slips, shreds itself into pieces, and those Kevlar threads get physically sucked through the front main crankshaft seal directly into the engine's internal timing chain assembly. A shredded $40 rubber belt getting inhaled by the crank seal results in a completely destroyed Ferrari-derived V6, which costs $25,000 to replace. It has the emotional soul of a Ferrari and the electrical reliability of a 1990s laptop. The Alfa Romeo is an electrical ghost ship, but the track weapon at number 6 can be assassinated by a single pebble. Number 6, the 2021 to 2026 BMW M3/M4 G80/G82, the Pebble Magnet. And the G80 M3 and M4 pack the legendary S58 twin-turbo inline-6 engine. BMW promises an unbreakable track weapon capable of pushing 500 horsepower all day without overheating. It is the ultimate driving machine. You are cruising down the interstate at 70 miles per hour. You run over a small piece of tire tread, a chunk of ice, or a fast-moving rock kicked up by a truck. 15 seconds later, your engine completely seizes and destroys itself. To keep the massive S58 engine cool, BMW engineers had to fit a secondary engine oil cooler. Instead of putting it behind the massive front grills, they mounted it completely exposed, facing straight down, parallel to the ground, directly under the front bumper. There is zero skid plate protecting it. A single rock strike punctures the thin aluminum fins of the cooler. One, because the oil is highly pressurized, the engine pumps every single drop of its own oil out onto the highway in less than 20 seconds, instantly seizing the internal bearings. A new S58 engine costs $35,000, and BMW dealerships will universally deny your warranty claim, categorizing it as road hazard damage. The most mechanically robust engine BMW has ever built can be instantly assassinated by a rock. The BMW is destroyed by debris, but America's mid-engine supercar at number 5 is destroyed by its own transmission. Number 5, the 2020 to 2025 Chevrolet Corvette C8, the Tremec Trap. Chevrolet finally delivered the mid-engine American dream. The C8 Corvette promises the exact mid-engine balance and exotic acceleration of a $250,000 Ferrari, but for a fraction of the price. Once you finally get past the grueling break-in period, you take it to a canyon road, and suddenly the dashboard flashes a transmission control module error. The car violently locks itself into second gear, and you are limping your exotic supercar back to a Chevrolet dealership. General Motors and Tremec completely botched the TR90808-speed dual-clutch transmission. These gearboxes suffer from porous aluminum casings that literally sweat and leak transmission fluid. But the fatal flaw is the internal valve body. The solenoids fail and shed microscopic metal debris. Because the system is highly pressurized, that metal debris instantly contaminates the entire transmission architecture. You cannot simply flush it or swap a valve. The internal clutches are ruined. Replacing the DCT out of warranty is a $15,000 to $20,000 absolute nightmare, and you will wait up to 4 months for the back-ordered transmission to arrive from Tremec. You bought a mid-engine exotic that will spend the entire summer sitting on a dealership lift waiting for parts. The C8 traps you in the service bay, but the legendary V8 at number 4 literally shakes itself to death. Number 4, the 2016 to 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT350, the shaking grenade. The GT350 is the greatest sounding American sports car ever manufactured. It promises a 5.2-liter Voodoo V8, featuring a flat plane crankshaft that revs to an astronomical 8,250 revolutions per minute. It sounds like a purebred Ferrari race car. You are pushing the car hard on a track day, listening to that glorious exhaust note, when suddenly the engine loses power. A massive cloud of blue smoke erupts from the tailpipes, and the engine violently locks up. The physics of a flat plane crank V8 are brutal. They generate massive, violent secondary harmonic vibrations. Ford pushed the displacement to 5.2 liters without perfectly counterbalancing those specific frequencies. The engine literally vibrates itself to death. The harmonic resonance is so intense that it backs out the oil filter housing, cracks the timing chain tensioners, and physically warps the cylinder walls. The engine starts consuming a full quart of oil every 500 miles until the internal rod bearings run dry and spin. Ford discontinued the Voodoo engine. Finding a replacement long block today will cost you upwards of $25,000, and the new one will eventually shake itself to death too. It sounds like an absolute symphony, but it vibrates itself straight into a junkyard. The GT350 shakes itself apart. But the first generation electric sports car at number 3 is a depreciating brick of silicon. Number 3, the 2020 to 2024 Porsche Taycan, the silicon brick. The Taycan was supposed to be the ultimate proof that electric vehicles could have a soul. Porsche promised a vehicle with the blistering, instantaneous torque of an EV, combined with the precise steering and chassis dynamics of a legendary 911. You walk out to your garage on a cold morning, unplug your $120,000 electric sports car, and the screens are completely black. The car will not start. You cannot even put the vehicle into neutral to push it out of the garage. You are the proud owner of a 5,000-pound paperweight. The Taycan is plagued by 2 massive electrical flaws. First, to the PTC heater matrix, which warms the cabin and preconditions the high-voltage battery, frequently burns out. Second, the entire 800-volt high-performance battery system relies entirely on a tiny, cheap 12-volt accessory battery to wake up the computers. If that 12-volt battery drops below a specific voltage threshold, or if the heater matrix shorts out, the primary computer completely locks out the high-voltage system to protect itself. You suffer an unbelievable $100,000 in massive depreciation over the first 3 years of ownership, only to get hit with a $3,500 repair bill just to replace the internal cabin heater. It is a hyper-expensive electric iPad that loses half its total value the second you need to reboot it. The Taycan is a software nightmare, but the everyday supercar at number 2 demands open-heart surgery for a broken air conditioner. Number 2, the 2017 to 2023 Audi R8 V10, the AC Assassin. The Audi R8 is the ultimate everyday supercar. It promises the exact same screaming 5.2-liter V10 engine found in the Lamborghini Huracan, but packaged with Audi's world-class interior comfort and legendary Quattro all-wheel drive reliability. It is the middle of July. You turn on the air conditioning to cool down the cabin, and you hear a violent metal snap from directly behind your head. The AC blows hot air, and your dealership tells you they have to completely dismantle the rear half of your supercar to fix it. Because the V10 engine is so massive, packaging inside the R8 engine bay is incredibly tight. I know Audi engineers didn't have room for a traditional rubber serpentine belt to drive the air conditioning compressor. Instead, the AC compressor is driven by a solid metal shaft connected directly to the internal timing gears inside the engine block. When the AC compressor eventually seizes up, which it does frequently, the rotational force violently snaps that internal metal drive shaft in half. To extract the snapped metal shaft from the timing gears and replace the compressor, the mechanic must completely drop the massive V10 engine entirely out of the chassis. It is a $12,000 labor bill just to fix broken air conditioning. A seized AC compressor shouldn't require 20 hours of engine-out surgery. The R8 extorts you over air conditioning, but the car at number 1 is the most catastrophic betrayal of the sports car soul in modern automotive history. Number 1, the 2024 to 2026 Mercedes-AMG 63 SE Performance, the ultimate betrayal. The AMG 63 has always been the definitive German muscle car. For decades, it promised a massive, hand-built bi-turbo V8 engine shoved into a compact sedan chassis. It was famous for making beautiful, thundering noise and turning rear tires into smoke. Mercedes ripped out the legendary V8 engine and replaced it with a 2.0-liter, 4-cylinder, attached to a massively complex Formula One style plug-in hybrid system on the rear axle. You pay $100,000 for a car that sounds like an angry vacuum cleaner, is slower around a track than the old model, and spends its entire life throwing hybrid system error codes. And this car is a masterpiece of horrific over-engineering. It weighs a staggering 4,700 pounds, nearly as much as a full-size SUV. The software integration between the high-strung four-cylinder engine, the electric motor, and the 9-speed transmission is a total disaster. The complex cooling system for the rear hybrid battery frequently airlocks. When the computer cannot perfectly sync the electric motor with the gas engine, it throws a violent drivetrain malfunction and completely cuts power, sending the car into permanent limp mode. Dealership mechanics literally do not know how to fix the software coding. You lose $40,000 in immediate depreciation the second you drive off the lot because nobody in the enthusiast market actually wants to buy a four-cylinder hybrid AMG. It is the ultimate betrayal of the sports car's soul, a heavy, clinical computer that actively hates the person driving it. I just spent 15 minutes completely destroying your automotive dreams. But I'm a purist, and I know there are still a few machines out there built by engineers who actually care about driving. If you want a sports car that will thrill you without bankrupting you, these are the three you actually buy. 1. The Porsche 911 GT3 991.2 or 992 generation. This is the pinnacle. While the rest of the industry moved to fragile turbochargers, Porsche kept the 4.0-liter naturally aspirated flat six. It revs to 9,000 revolutions per minute, it is mechanically bulletproof on the racetrack, and it holds its value better than gold. 2. The 2014 to 2016 Porsche Cayman S 981 generation. Before Porsche ruined the Cayman with the four-cylinder engine we discussed earlier, they built the 981. It features the glorious 3.4-liter naturally aspirated flat-six engine. It is the absolute sweet spot of modern Porsche reliability and mid-engine perfection. 3. The 2022 to 2026 Toyota GR86/Subaru BRZ. If you are on a budget, this is the ultimate analog sports car. It is incredibly lightweight, perfectly balanced, and uses a simple, naturally aspirated boxer engine. Keep clean oil in it, and it will give you 200,000 miles of rear-wheel drive joy. If you have ever owned a sports car, I want to hear the truth. Drop the exact dollar amount of the most expensive repair bill you have ever seen or experienced in the comments below. Let's warn everyone else about what these cars really cost. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and comment the phrase dream car down below if you want me to do a massive teardown on the 10 sports cars that are actually worth every single penny. I'll see you in the next one.